Welcome back to another great day of learning, wonderful viewers. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make a 3-part corset. And just as you know, my corset tutorial are very easy and beginner friendly, just like the previous one. So if you have not watched that one, you are missing. Please go watch it. So just as is always the case, we are going to use a basic bodice inside that to make this particular corset. And you see I have my patterns already, and I started on the journey of drafting a basic body. So I have a shoulder, chest, bust point, under bust, and waist. I'm going to have to use my standard neckline 3.3, okay, for the front, and my shoulder slope of 1 inch, okay, my armhole and everything. And this is my bust span divided by 2. That's what I impute these places, and I roll it into a straight line. So let us continue, people. I'm going to connect it to my bust point right away. Okay, so remember I said this is going to be a basic bodice with side darts. That is what we are going to alter today to make our 3-part corset. And it's going to be very beginner friendly. So stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead to measure 1.5 inches here on my bust point, which is the difference between my front half length and my back half length. Okay, so after doing this, now we have our basic bodice pattern. The next thing we are going to do is to go ahead and get our circle. You remember? So get our circle round. Okay, this circle, pardon me, you get it from measuring the distance between your bust point to your under bust point. So because I already know it, that's what I started marking. But if you don't know yours, please go ahead and measure it. Here I have 3 inches, okay? So it is that 3 inches that I'm going to be marking all round. Remember, you're not going to allow your tape to leave this point, okay? While you adjust, make sure that your tape stays on that point of your bust point, okay? Make sure it stays as you mark round, right? So that is what I am going to be doing right away. So after marking it round, I'm going to use my free hand and connect it all round, okay? So just watch carefully and you understand everything that is going on here. That's it. So we'll have our round circle, okay? So we'll begin our alteration to get our corset, okay? So I'm going to come down here by 1 inch. So this is a matter of choice, okay? So it's a thing of choice. If you like, you can go up by 0.5 inches. If you like, you can come down by 0.5 inches. So on this bust bridge. So mine, I'll be coming down by 1 inch, and I'll go in from this folded part by 0.5 inches, okay? And after that, I'm going to rule it this way. Okay, I'm going to rule it this way. So at this point, I want to introduce our marker so that you'll be able to see clearly what we are doing. I don't want it to be vague, okay? So we're going to come to this side, and I'm going to put 1 inch, okay, from this line now, from this our bust span line, okay, the straight one. I'm going to put 1 inch, okay, on this side. Then on this side, I'm only going to put 0.25, okay, that is 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to use my curve ruler, okay. I'm going to use my ruler to connect it this way, okay. So make sure you don't connect exactly on the bust point so that it doesn't become too pointed. You won't like it if it becomes too pointed. So I'll also go ahead and connect this point as well. So I'll go ahead and connect this point like this. Good. So after doing that, we're going to measure what we have here right now. Okay. So measure what you have here right now. I have 1.5 okay, that is 1.75. okay, so I'm going to distribute it to this place now. Okay, I'm going to share it between these two places. I'm trying to extend this line here. Okay, so I'm going to share it, and the way I'm going to share it, the smaller figure I'll give it to this side, and the bigger figure I'll give it to this side. Okay, so at this point I'm going to put just 0.5 here, that is half an inch. That is what I'm going to give to this side, and this side I'm going to give 1.25. okay, I'm going to give 1.25 to this point now. Okay, so I will still go ahead and connect. Okay, connect this way, and I'll also connect this way. Okay, so after that, the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'll measure the distance between these two places. I'll get the midpoint, alright, and I'm going to mark the midpoint. So here is the midpoint, and on that point I'll come down by 0.5 inches. Okay, 0.5 inches, and I'm going to connect it this way. So this is what you should have. Alright, so after doing that, I am going to remember I've already come down by 1 inch here and go in from this loaded part by 0.5 inches. So from here now I'm going to connect to this point. Okay. I'll go ahead and connect down to this point like this. After I was done doing that, I also go ahead and collect from this point. Remember we came down by 0.5. Go ahead and connect like this. Good. After that, the next thing you want to do is to connect to this point. Alright? So let's do that right away. That's good. Next, we are going to also take it down from here to this point. Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face my fault. But when I noticed it was far too late, you left a fingerprint on my soul. Good. And you can see our our corset is looking beautiful already. Okay, it's looking very beautiful already. So this line now, you may decide to take it up or you leave it. It's a thing of choice. Okay? So if you are, we get this line by dividing what we have by using to remember. So we divide what we have on our shoulder line. So I've taken out our neck line. Okay? Divide it into our leg. Alright? So, if you are not making use of your yoke, then this is not necessary, okay? But for those making use of your yoke, you can decide to remove this straight so that everything will align. Alright? So this place, I'm just trying to clean out this my pencil. It's a kind of wrote something here. So but our straight line still stands, okay? So this is it. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to go over to the 3-part corset, okay, which is what brought us here. All right, so you come to this point now and measure 2 inches down. Okay, come to this point and measure 2 inches down. Okay, and you go ahead and mark. All right, then you also come to this middle point. Okay, and measure 2.5. Remember, that's the difference. 2.5, and you mark. And you also come down from here, okay, and still repeat the 2 inches. Okay, still put 2 inches. Good. And the next thing you're going to be doing is you are going to connect the 2 points. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect the 2 points this way. Good. And the next thing, you go ahead and connect the other point this way. Okay, so our 3-part corset is getting ready. Okay, so the next thing, you extend this line down to your half length this way. Then go ahead and extend the other one down to your half length. Okay, so this is just for our under bust tightening. You know, since it's corset, we need to make the corset to stand very well. Okay, we need to give it a standing posture here, so that's why we have to put what we have here. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to go ahead and give it a good label so that we don't forget. Okay, so this is 1, 1A, 1B. This is 2, this is 3. Okay, you may also want to use your arrow to indicate which part is which part. Okay, so by this now you know that this side are the one that you are going to join to your, that this part is your bust point. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so here we have it. Our 3-part corset is ready. So please, for my beginners, if you're making use of your yoke, go ahead and extend this line up, extend this one up, then measure what the 2 line gives you. Okay, replace it here, then cut through and close your dart. Okay, but I'm not making use of this up, so that's why I'm not doing anything here. All right, so now what we're going to be doing, I'm going to take all our measurements. So go ahead and measure your bust circumference divided by 4. I'm going to put it here. Okay, then I'll also go ahead and measure my under bust divided by 4, and I'm putting it here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and measure what we have here, and now so I have 0.75 here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and replace it. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Then I'll go ahead and put my waist measurements divided by 4 as well, and I'll rule it, and I'll also measure what I have here. Okay, and it's still 1.75. Okay, 1.75, that's 1.5 1/4. Okay, in a layman understanding. So I'm going to go ahead and rule it back. Okay, remember we already have this measurement here on the chest line when we connected to our armhole. So I'm going to go ahead and connect them like this, then connect like this, then connect this one as well. So that's good. So we are going to first of all slit this place. Okay, we'll slit this place open, and after doing that, we are going to close our side dart so that we withdraw our line to be able to so that they can align properly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to slit this place open like this. So please don't allow the slits to get the bust line. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this point. That is our side that I am closing this way. Good. So I'm going to pin it down so as to stable it. So you can also use your tape to hold it down. So we are going to redraw this line. Okay, we are going to redraw it and also redraw our measurement. So go ahead and still use your ruler to align the curves. Okay, go ahead and use it and align the curves. So this is not difficult at all. If you follow this method, you won't be scared of corset in any way. In fact, when you hear corset, it's as if you are hearing the normal. So please follow this pattern so that you are, in fact, you don't need to get yourself scared of corset for any reason. And that is it. We are going to go ahead and cut it out. So this is our 3-part corset here, and as you can see, it's looking very beautiful. Okay, this is how beautiful it is looking. Okay, so we are not done yet. The next thing we are going to be doing is that we are going to tape these two. Okay, as you know, it's one. Okay, we are going to make it to become one because it is not going to be two. Okay, so it still remain one. So I'm going to tape it down and bring in another paper to retrace it. Okay, so I have another paper here. Okay, and I'm gonna head to tape it down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to place it on this paper, and I will just trace it. Okay, I will just trace it out this way, so that it will give us just one. Okay, good. So please go ahead and indicate which part is down and which part is up. Okay, so I'm going to indicate this part to be down and this part to be up. Okay, so this is how it's looking like. Okay, this is how it's looking like. So D and U. Okay, so that it will help us when we are joining our corset with this part with the rest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to bring my back pattern. Okay, so this is my back pattern here. Okay, I'm gonna head to get the basic bodice ready. Okay, my neck depth 3 inches, width, sorry, then depth 2 inches. Then I slope my shoulder with 1 inch as usual. Then I got my bust divided by 4, and I put it here to get my back curve. Okay, my back ample curve. Then I measure my bust span divided by 2, rule it into a straight line. Then measure 1/2 inch on both side and rule. Okay, so here is our basic bodies for the back. Okay, so the next thing now we're going to be doing is that we are going to go ahead to determine whether we are putting lacing, because right now I didn't put zipper because we'll be using lacing for the back. Okay, so you determine what you'll be using for your back lacing. So in my case here, I want to use 2 inches here and 1 inch on the down part. Okay, that is how I want my lacing to be. I want to use 2 inches and 1 inch here. So I'll go ahead and mark it. After marking it, I'll connect it from my bust point. So if you are making use of zipper, okay, so go ahead and add your zipper allowance. Okay, add your zipper allowance if you're making use of a zipper. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to, remember at the front we came down by 0.5 inches here after we measured this place. Okay, so in order for everything to align, we are going to do the same thing we did at the front, we'll do at the back here also. Okay, so you see this place that I get the midpoint will come down by 0.5. okay, and that gives us this line here. So you determine how you want your back to be. If you want to come down from your back by 2 inches, it's a choice, it's your choice. If you want to leave it the way it is, okay, but for mine, I want it this way. Okay, but that won't even be that necessary because you remember we are putting lacing. Okay, but in order to still have that curve here, so just go ahead and slant it this way. Okay, remember, like I said earlier, it's a thing of choice. Okay, so this is how I want mine to be. Okay, this is how I want mine to be. Okay, you can also choose to make yours this way. Okay, so if you don't want to slant it, if you want to make use of what you have here, you can make it this way. Okay, it's a thing of choice. You can still leave it straight. All right. So after that, get all your bodies. Okay, then we are going to go ahead and close this dart, because we are going to be attaching. We're going to be putting our bone. Okay, so go ahead and get your bust span divided by 4. Okay, then your waist divided by 4. Okay, then replace your dart. Okay, we have 1 inch dart here. I'm going to go ahead and replace it, and after that I'll go ahead and connect. So that is it. Okay, so extend this line to the up this way. Extend it to the up this way. So I'm going to go ahead to cut and close the dart. Okay, remember here we are removing it because of our lacing. So I will cut through this point this way. Okay, then I'll close our dart this way. Okay, I'll close my dart. I'll use my tape to tape it down. Okay, so just go ahead and use your tape to tape it down, or you use your pin to pin it down. Let me go ahead and use my pin because my tape is not really responding. You see, so this is what we have. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to transfer it to my fabric, and after doing that I'm going to start, place it and get all my sewing allowances. Okay, so this is what all it takes to get your 3-part corset. Okay, like I said earlier, it is not difficult at all. It is not difficult. So please, if you have watched to this point and you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Okay, go ahead and subscribe so that you get notified when I upload the sewing parts, because trust me, you will not want to miss out on the 2 sewing parts. It is going to be very, very interesting, just as this part. So I don't want you to miss out on it. That's why I want you to go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe and get notified. Okay, thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.
Just breathe.